Right people, so the upcoming flagship iPhone 16 Pro colors leaks yet again, and as per the norm for leaks, this image goes completely against everything we've had so far, so let's dive in. As a recap, Sonny Dixon had recently shared images of the iPhone 16 Pro colors via some dummy models, and in particular the bronze color that's been heavily rumored, and it was a lot lighter than expected. I was expecting it to be a little darker and more in line with this color from the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, but the dummy model honestly looks like a band-aid, which is not very premium. Now of course, as I had said then, this is a dummy model. It may not be an accurate representation of the final color because it's made out of plastic, whereas the actual phone is going to be beautifully constructed using glass and titanium, and so it's very possible the colors look a lot better in Apple's marketing images and in real life. And well, guess what guys? What I'd prophesized is kind of true, because we now have a more official looking render of the color, and whilst it's not what I was expecting, it does look a lot better. So as you can see, the color is very much reminiscent of the iPhone XS Gold, and it does line up with another Chinese leaker who told us a few weeks ago that the color code for the 16 Pro color is simply called Rose, suggesting a more rose gold-like finish, though at the same time the leaker did say it's not necessarily going to look like the older rose gold iPhones, and yes, we can see that because it's less pink than the rose gold iPhone 6s and 7, but it's also not a proper gold finish. In fact, as I said, this very much is a reincarnation of the XS Golds, and that was a classy finish, and so I'm 100% down to see this, and it looks a lot better than the dummy model. Now there have been rumors the color could be called Desert Titanium, and well yeah, this color does kind of remind me of a desert, so that name could be true. Nice if I've got this mock-up from the same source who accurately shared information about the natural titanium color from last year, and this image also shows us the cutout for the capture button we've heard a lot about, and so I'm pretty sure this is a legit leak and this will be the flagship color for the 16 series, and I'm pretty happy with it. Anyways, Gurman gave us a last minute recap on what to expect with iPhone 16 overall. He confirms the new capture button once again, slimmer bezels on the Pro models, battery life improvements which gets me very excited, and he also does not expect a price increase for the base Pro, and finally, as expected, the big focus is going to be on Apple Intelligence and the new A18 chips powering these devices. Anyways, let's now delve into some older rumors regarding iPhone 16, and FYI, my beard and shirt is about to magically change. Now another rumor we've heard for a long time is that Apple plans to use an improved process for finishing and coloring titanium, which will result in a glossier look than the brushed aluminium finish for the iPhone 15 Pro models. The glossy finish could be more like the stainless steel we used to have on the Pro phones, except it would be more resistant to scratches. Now I'm not sure how to feel about this because whilst I understand the benefit for Apple because they want their phones to look very shiny and premium in the marketing and basically like jewelry, I still would prefer having a matte finish because anything glossy just attracts tons of fingerprints, and that's one of the main things I hate about my Space Black 14 Pro Max. The edges are so glossy, and so I'm still kind of hoping they stick to the matte finish we currently have with the 15 Pros, but let's see what happens. When it comes to the regular iPhones though, I am a lot happier with the color choices. So as you can see, the 5 new colors are white, black, blue, green, and pink, which again has been corroborated by leakers in the past. By far the most exciting aspect about this rumor that gets me tingling is the fact that colors are punchy, like real punchy. iPhone 15 has to be the most dull, subtle shades of colors I've ever seen. I mean, how exactly is this blue? I begged Apple to give us a proper shade of blue again, and well, it seems my begging has worked because the iPhone 16 has a fantastic shade of blue. It's very reminiscent of the iPhone XR blue, which by the way is my favorite iPhone color of all time, so I just wet my pants seeing this. And if you want more horrible jokes like that, subscribe now! It's free and it will bring you the latest about Apple right to your subscription box, so please consider it. It would be appreciated. Join the Saranbyte gang now. Anyways, the rest of the colors are just as nice. We have this forest green that looks very snazzy, a light pink that's essentially a more saturated version of the pink we have right now with the 15 series, and oh boy am I glad to see a regular white option is back in the range. Now I do want to mention, of course, these are dummies, and so similar to the Pro colors, there is a possibility the real colors look quite different. And also remember, the whole reason we got muted colors in the first place was because the 15s had color infused glass. And so if Apple keeps that around for iPhone 16, it's very possible we could see another year of colors that all basically look grey, which would not be fun. I'm still hoping for some vibrant colors though. We still haven't had a range of colors that top the iPhone XR range. That was peak iPhone colors. And so I'm really hoping the iPhone 16 colors are just as vivid, and if I'm being honest guys, I really only care about the blue. It better be good, Timothy. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this, but literally the only color that's changing or being replaced is the blue. Every other color is going to be identical to the 15 Pro, which is kind of boring, I can't lie. If you do observe closely, you can see the black slightly darker this year, but yeah, I'm still hoping they introduce another new color for the Pro models. Now coming back to the regular models, the dummies do show us details about the design we've had in the past because unlike the Pros, the design is actually slightly changing with the regular phones, namely the new vertical camera layout, which is quite different to the current design we have with the iPhone 15. Now you may be wondering, why is Apple doing this? Well, it's not because they just got bored with the current design. The big reason is that this now allows the regular iPhone 16 to capture spatial video. For the Vision Pro, since a vertical layout is needed to achieve this, the overall bump is a lot smaller as well. It's quite similar to the iPhone 10 and 10s camera module, and I'm quite happy about this. It looks very nice. But yeah, that's it for the design changes. The sizes aren't changing unlike the Pro phones, and from the front anyways, it looks identical to the iPhone 15. Of course, another big internal upgrade with the regular iPhone is the A18 chipset with 8 gigs of RAM, meaning the regular iPhone is back to using the latest chipset. Thank you, Apple, for that. And is also getting the action button from the 15 Pro, as well as a new capture button for photos and videos. So yes, you heard me right, the new big feature with iPhone 16 that's gonna be revolutionary is a new button. How fun. Anyways, enough about colors, let's talk about a change with the iPhone 16 models that will actually make a difference day to day, and that's better thermals. You might remember initially some faced overheating issues with iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max, and whilst they did fix this with software for the most part, Apple has been falling behind when it comes to thermals, since Samsung and pretty much every other OEM has massive vapor chamber cooling systems inside their phones, and they have had this for a long time, and it makes sense to include these because people do game on their phones for hours and these chips are getting more and more powerful, so it's time to beef up the thermals, and thankfully Apple is finally stepping up. So we got information from the information. Yes, I'm still gonna make that joke, but anyways, they have sources telling them the iPhone 16 models are gonna have a larger graphene sheet inside the chassis of the devices to address potential overheating. This corroborates a previous rumor that said iPhone 16 would feature an improved thermal management system, and it's totally possible that similar to the M4 iPad Pros, maybe the Apple logo itself acts as a heatsink to dissipate heat. That would be neat. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and thank you for watching. Right people, today let's talk about all things iMac. We have a new M4 model coming very soon, and there's still rumors about the larger model in the works, so let's dive right in. Beginning with the 24